There are 53 packs in total, and 49 of those packs are beta packs. I also have 4 alpha packs. Hail Sorcerers, Rude here, and welcome back to the archives. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited as I've been waiting almost a year to make this video. I can't believe that we're getting close to the release of Arthurian Legends, and now is the time for me to share this pack opening. As many of you know, I've traveled all around the country, just attending as many events, tournaments, conventions as I can. I just love playing Sorcery. I love meeting the community. It's been an absolute blast. Some of those events had pretty high-level gameplay, which was a thrill, and I've accumulated quite a bit of prize packs as I've gone through the process of attending all those events over the last year. I really wanted to save them all, and for me, it's going to be exciting to open these packs with you, to share my experience a little bit, and to pair that with a couple of the gameplay moments that I thought were great, meetings with the community, and share some of the video footage that I've captured along the way. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to share this pack opening with you. Now, I have 7 sets of events that I had gone to, and most of these are some of the major events. The first, and we're going to go across in kind of chronological order, the earlier events leading to the more recent events, starting with the first one at the Odyssey game store in Kalamazoo. This was an incredible event that I attended with some local players and really start to get immersed in the scene. Then we're going to go to Game Grove for the Hurricane West Virginia Courtesan Cup qualifier. Then to the Mystic Forge Gaming in Punta Gorda, Florida qualifier for the Courtesan Cup. I was really excited about the whole approach that the Spring Social and Social Club had taken to creating the Courtesan Cup qualifiers and the event itself, so I attended as many of those as I could. Then traveled down to Belleville, Illinois for the Midland Mayhem event hosted by Pete in conjunction with Mythic Lotus Gaming there. Phenomenal event, and we'll kind of talk about some of the unique things there. Then the Spring Social itself and the Courtesan Cup and Gen Con, which was in Indianapolis, and ending with a local event that I just wanted to showcase, hosted by one of my friends, Kyle, at our local game store, and wanted to share a couple of packs that I got from them. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. I am so excited. I actually can't believe that I'm opening these now. As I'd mentioned, I've accumulated them over the course of almost a year. There are 53 packs in total, and 49 of those packs are beta packs. I also have 4 alpha packs, and I'm very excited about that, and have also gotten a range of other prizes and awards going throughout the process of my gameplay experience. So I'll talk a little bit about what I won at each of those events. So starting with the Odyssey gaming event at Kalamazoo, I did get first place there at their constructed tournament and won this really cool beta champion. This was my first, I guess, big win, as you can say it. It was such a fun event, though, and I really love the game store there, and I've attended as many events as I can. I also won this Donnybrook in Playmat, and I wanted to keep this in the video to kind of showcase that as well. And, you know, it's just really cool to have mementos from the different events that you've attended, and to really be able to reflect back on those experiences, making some great friends. We've had a number of those folks that are recent, players at the Odyssey store there come down to our local game store. And here we go, pack number 1. Most of these packs are from the first run of beta. We have several over here, though, that are from the second wave printing. We're starting with a Conqueror Worm, and I'm just going to place the packs down below the first pack. So Conqueror Worm here, and I really enjoyed the Odyssey events. As I'd mentioned, I've been to several, and I've met some incredible friends there. Both of the Joshes, so Josh N, who has come down and brought a bunch of the crew, Jordan, Donnie, all those folks. Silence, one of my favorite cards, a staple in my deck. Okay. Josh D from the Gamblers Club. If you haven't checked out his channel, I'd strongly encourage you to do so. He is such a fun guy. I really, really dislike Josh a lot. He was one of the folks that put the store on my radar, and I'm actually going to be heading out to attend an event, Bull Demons, that he is hosting in Canada. What are you hoping that I pull from these packs? I know for me, I would love to just see something really exciting, a great foil, some curios, some cool uniques. I did pull a foil Philosopher's Stone in one of my first prize packs after beta released. You can take a look at that video. I'll put the link below. I got a Royal Bodyguard. And the thing that I'm really excited about with these packs is that they all come from different boxes. So, you know, really could be anything in here. I have no clue what we're going to find. And it's just cool to finally be opening these. Rolling Boulder, a Bridge Troll, and a Kraken. So I'm hoping to be able to get out for some more events at Odyssey in the future. If you're in the Midwest, I'd strongly encourage you to check them out. They have a whole range of other games that they host, and it's just so much fun there. They do run Sorcery events about once a month on a Saturday. It ranges from Constructed to Sealed and Draft and everything in between. Next, we're going to be opening some packs from the Courtesan Cup qualifier and at Game Grove. So special thanks to Louie for hosting such an incredible event from Kitchen Table TCG. That's in Hurricane, West Virginia. The thing that I think I am most excited about from the Hurricane event and the qualifier, I actually won this Crown Sorcerer promo. I took first place in one of the draft events that they had held and was so thrilled when I got this. Just such a special card for me, and I've actually been running this as my avatar in all of my decks. I absolutely love it. So thanks to Louie and the Sorcery team for putting that prizing together. And it just is such an incredible card to be able to put in my decks and play when I'm having fun with folks around there. I also got this really cool Headless Haunt promo that I'm sure many of you had seen, and a Bone Rabble non-foil promo. I ran a playset of these Bone Rabbles in a deck that I had made that was focused on the cemetery mechanics. This was probably the biggest event that I had attended at the time, and it was a little intimidating. I had gone to a number of smaller local events, and it was really exciting to... Oh, no way! No way! Amethyst Core. Oh, gosh. Incredible. This has been sitting in a pack on my desk for months and months and months, and I had wondered what was in them, and that is one that I am really excited to see. First run, beta printing, Amethyst Core. I was actually looking for another one of those too, so I'm glad that I waited on that. Incredible. So thank you, Louie, for handing me that pack and absolutely making my day. I do have a packet of sleeves over here that I'm going to use for any of these high value rarity cards. Wow. Thank you, Louie, for handing me the right pack. Amethyst Core. Phenomenal. That's only the second Amethyst Core that I pulled, actually. And the event itself was so fun. I actually got to meet some folks there for the first time that I had met on Discord, which was really, really cool. So Chris, Bone Rabble foil, nice. Adam, who I ended up actually having my first top table game with ever. You can check out the link below as well. We were lucky enough to have that recorded, and Louis shared the footage with me. Was so fun meeting him in person, and then actually getting a chance to play a game at the top table. It was just incredible. That's also where I got to meet the Spring Social team, the social club team from Baltimore. So Ron and Paparazzi and all of the guys that came down for that. It was so cool. Bonnie playing in the draft. Jack was there as well. And then I got to face off against Golden Eagle Bruce, who I actually had met at my first ever sorcery tournament in Ohio, which I did do a video covering that. And it was just so cool to see everyone in person. I met Mystic Moose there, who does incredible cosplays. He had a Ruler of Thule cosplay, which was just really, really, really cool. And it's been great meeting folks at that event. And then, oh, nice, Occult Ritual, second unique. Getting a chance to see them at other events and becoming pretty good friends with a lot of them. I met Josh there as well, Lord Itza. And Louis himself, just an incredibly open and welcoming host. The game store was so cool. I really, really, really can't wait to get back. Go Ship. That card actually won in conjunction with Ultimate Horror, the event itself. So Nate and Noah, the brothers from Florida, who I've become kind of good friends with as well as time passed, they came up and ended up taking first and second in that event, and hadn't played anyone but themselves up to that point, and they did such an incredible job. I really was so impressed with the thought that they put into their decks and how they played them. It was just incredible to see them use things that I never even thought of using in ways that were just really unique, and it was a blast to watch them kind of move forward. Gilded Aegis, sweet, another unique, awesome. Excellent packs, Fluey. Thank you for passing them my way. You picked the right ones for me. I ended up just missing the qualifier for the Courtesan Cup there. I was right about to get placed, and I lost my last game. It was a tight game. I had been going up against an Enchantress, and it just unfortunately didn't end the way I wanted. But the thing that it allowed me to do, though, was really start to think about how I want to build decks and how I want to play, and realizing that even though I technically didn't win the event, I still won in my heart because I had such a fun time and met so many cool people, and it made me want to do more. So I decided that I was going to go on a quest to try to qualify for the Courtesan Cup. At that time, you weren't able to register and buy in. You had to qualify at one of the events, and I was able to do another Courtesan Cup qualifier. So I flew down to Punta Gorda and went to the Mystic Forge Gaming event there. Now, Too Fluent hosted that. Again, somebody I'd known on Discord and had really been excited to meet. He's got an awesome channel too. He does a lot of really cool stuff with lore and storytelling. And he was working with Mystic Forge, kind of partnered with them to host this event. And it was so much fun. In addition to that, I got to meet one of my best friends from grade school down there. He lives in Florida. And this was the first time that we had played Sorcery in person. It was also really cool because he was one that told me about Sorcery. Nice. First pack, Dome. Look at that. Another unique. He had gotten me into Sorcery and had told me about the game, and I got really excited about it, and we had been talking for months and months and months. And he also was the guy that I bonded with Magic over when I was younger. So we kind of bonded over our love of card games, and that's been one of the staples of our friendships throughout the years. And we got to play in person for the first time, which was really, really cool. While down there too, I got to meet a lot of people that I had met online through Discord and playing on Tabletop Sim, and it was just a blast meeting Hunter, and I got to see the brothers again, Nate and Noah, meet folks from their store. I got a chance to meet Too Fluent in person, and it was so much fun. He is just such a kind individual. I bought pizza for the whole store. And Josh D, actually, the gambler himself, flew down from Canada for the qualifier. So huge trip for him, and it was just incredible. And I ended up taking fourth place. It was, a really awesome experience, and I was so happy too because it was a deck that I had kind of built from the ground up, something that I was thinking about, and my pool party deck. So special thanks to Spencer Reed from Sorcerer's Quest for helping me to pilot it, Broseph, Adam, Bruce, all the folks that helped me to put the reps in and see how the deck was playing, and it worked. And I ended up qualifying for the Courtesan Cup there, and it just was such an incredible experience, being able to, you know, finally reach that goal that you had set out to reach. And a lot of royal bodyguards in these packs. I am so happy with that Amethyst core, though. Wow. I thank you again, Louis, for picking the right pack for me. So that then put another event on my radar. I qualified for the Cup, and I see a foil in this pack. Kind of think it looks maybe like an entangled terrain. We'll see. And that then meant I was going to Baltimore to compete in the Cup. Wicker Mannequin, close. So I started preparing for the Courtesan Cup and the Spring Social, and doing everything I could to get ready for it. The last pack from Mystic Forge. What do we have? An Earthquake, one of my favorites. Earthquake has won me so many games. Perfect. We're going to leave this right out there. So following that, I took a little bit of a break, and then I decided to attend an event that was out here in the Midwest. And I ended up going to the Midland Mayhem event at the Mythic Lotus Game Store in Belleville, Illinois. Flew down there. It's just outside of St. Louis. Pete Hansen, who is really engaged in the community, he's also been to a ton of events as well, was hosting it. And that was actually the first event that I had a chance to meet one of the artists. Jeff Menges was there, and it was incredible. He had these custom playmats that were made, which were these Rebel playmats, which were phenomenal. You can take a look. They're the Rebel card. And he had these really cool stamps that he had made. I don't know if you can see that down there. Midland Mayhem 2024 with the element symbol on it. So if you attended, you got this stamped card, and folks that placed high got that on every Tannis Titan. But he had some really incredible prizing, and the fact that Jeff was there and it was a really intimate event was phenomenal. This is also when I learned that timing is critical. I ended up flying out after work. My flight was delayed like 3 hours. I got there at like 2 in the morning, and it was a multiple day event. The thing that I was really excited about Pete's event is that it was a draft. It was constructed the first day and then sealed the second day, and there were drafts in between. And I just didn't prep well. I was tired, and I didn't do as well as I'd wanted, so I only got 3 packs from Pete's event, but man, was it fun. One of those packs is an alpha pack. And as I mentioned, I got 4 alpha packs out of the 53 total prize packs. This one's really special, though, because the event itself was just so cool, and I got to meet Jeff for the first time. Pete's kids were there, and they were phenomenal. His family was just so cool. And I actually want to keep this pack sealed. I'm going to put it in a booster pack acrylic case and keep it sealed to have that memory. So Pete, thank you for awarding me this pack, and these 2 other ones. We'll see what's in them, but also thank you for the wonderful games and the great memories. It was so much fun. And I got to see some of my really good friends down there. Brandon, Chris, Bruce, who ended up taking the event. They did so well. It was so cool to see them again, meeting them, at the Courtesan Cup in person, Bruce in Ohio, and then getting to see them do so well. It just was awesome. And I am going to keep that pack sealed for that memory. And the conversation with Jeff that I'd had, if you hadn't seen that interview that I did with him, it was so much fun. And that event just has some great memories for me. Geistwood, solid. Thank you, Pete, for the Geistwood. Awesome. And, the cool thing, too, is having that there kind of for the memories, I'll be able to reflect back on it. And I love the stamp idea too. He had shared that he plans on destroying the stamps after each year's event. So after the event down in St. Louis, I was prepping for the Courtesan Cup and the Spring Social. So this next set of packs here are all packs that I won at the Spring Social. And man, just such an incredible time. Ron, when you gave me this pack, you said, I had to say it was the Christmas Chaos pack. This is an alpha pack that Ron had gifted me. And I just want to thank you so much for allowing me to be part of the event, to be one of the featured creators, and to really help with the setup, breakdown, and just engaging of the community. So Ron, thank you so much. I'm going to leave this alpha Christmas Chaos pack for the final one that we're opening for you. What can I say about the Spring Social and Courtesan Cup? It was absolutely phenomenal. I, again, was running a little bit late, and I see a foil in here too. I wonder what it is. And a Chaos Twister, gorgeous. Look at that. My flight was delayed. Wall of Air, solid. And it just so happened that I was actually sitting next to one of my really good friends, Jay, who's from my local game store. We hadn't planned it. We just ended up sitting next to each other. So flight was delayed. We both immediately jumped off the plane and ran to get a cab, and we went straight, sweet, Death Speaker, nice. Went straight to the game store to participate in the No Land Beyond draft. So big shout out to Mark and his team there. So much fun. And that draft was incredible. I got to meet a bunch of folks for the first time that night. I met TG, Angerworm, who graciously gave me a ride back to the hotel, so I was able to get there okay, and help Paparazzi and Josh gaff about 1,000 yards of fiber optic cable 3 stories through the hotel to make sure the streaming went okay. Twist of Fate, solid, nice. And it was just an incredible first day. Probably had the best draft game of my life up to this point with TG. It was phenomenal. And I also met Jordan. Saw a bunch of my local crew there, which had come in. And it was just an incredible time. There's another foil in here. I would really strongly encourage anyone who's watching this. Yeah, Nimbus Gin. Thank you, Ron. To strongly encourage you to seek out those larger sorcery-related events. The Sorcery Con event that's going to be in Vegas is going to be incredible. And I know that they're already starting to ramp up and think about the Spring Social for next year. Great old one. Sweet. Look at that. Some awesome, awesome packs so far. I still can't believe this Amethyst core, man. Oh. So happy about that. But the feeling of the sorcery only events, it just was so cool. I got to meet Alan Pollack and Drew Tucker, and Jeff was there as well. Truett Parrish, Matthias, who I have a really special fun thing that I want to share that he had gifted me. And it just was so much fun. The cup itself was great. We got to see the first ever Eric's Curiosa getting ripped. We got to witness sorcery history. And just everyone had such a fun time. It was so incredible. The highlight of the event was just meeting everyone and getting a chance to connect with people. And I think the sorcery only events, not to knock the larger convention events, but sorcery only events, everyone's there for the same purpose. And I think we've got a really special community, just people that want to be there and have fun and just be good, and it was such a blast. The highlight though was the end of the event, and it's winding down and everyone's super tired and late, and it's the last day and it's past midnight, and we're kind of hanging out, and I got a chance to spend some time with Drew Tucker and Jeff Menges and Matthias, Josh, Ron was there, Jordan, and we ended up, just hanging out for hours and hours and hours, just talking. Another Chaos Twister, solid, and there's another foil in here. And Belmont Longbowman, nice. Got to teach the artists how to play Sorcery, and Matthias has already played Sorcery, so he's actually a relatively regular Sorcery player in addition to being one of the artists. And it was just awesome watching them see their cards actually play and how they interact with the board, and it was just such an absolute blast getting a chance to connect with them at that level. At the Cup, following that last night, we've got one more alpha pack to open. Though I did get to play a game with Matthias, which was really cool. And if you're watching this, Matthias, thank you so much. That was such an incredibly fun game, and being able to talk with you and get to know you a little bit as we played was really, really fun. Mr. Tracker. And I always love opening alpha packs. They're so gorgeous. Look at the beautiful, beautiful colors in those. And at the end of the event, after we were playing, he had shared something really special with me and had gifted me this packet right here. I'm going to share this with you after we finish opening these last couple of packs. But Matthias, thank you so much. This is such a meaningful thing for me, and I'm really excited to share it with the rest of the community too. So thank you for sharing this with me, and we'll share it with everyone once we finish opening these packs. So following the Courtesan Cup, almost qualified for day 2. Last round was solid. It was a great match against Battle Mage, and it ultimately ended up in me missing the placement in the second day by 1 game. And that's okay, because I had an absolute blast the second day, and I got to run that artist panel. But it really put a fire under me to attend Gen Con and to see how I could do in the constructed tournament there. And ended up actually attending Gen Con and was selected as a volunteer. And it was just such a phenomenally fun experience. So over here is this last big stack of packs. These are my Gen Con packs, and I also have another alpha pack here and here. So we've got 2 alpha packs from Gen Con. Thank you so much to the Sorcery team, Chase, Simon, now Drew, and Ira, who really had championed the game and had been so kind to the volunteers who were helping to run the Learn to Play. So we're going to open these last. So Gen Con, wow, was it incredible. I was there assisting with judging the draft events, as well as, and these are all second wave, or also known as summer sorcery cards. Donnybrook Inn, nice. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So the event itself was just really cool. Getting a chance to meet all of the different individuals from, the Learn to Plays through the drafts, etc. It was just so much fun. And again, being so large, really getting to meet folks from the Discord that you've gotten to know, and that's so gorgeous. And it was just such a blast. Foil True Shot, solid. Look how pretty that is. So hanging out with Josh D again, coming down from Canada for that. TG, Jordan, gonna meet Emmett. Oh, so much fun, man. Thank you for the coffee. Drew, Kane in person, flying out from Tokyo, probably the farthest traveled. Incredible. Oh, nice. Kingdom, solid. 2 uniques. The experience in Gen Con was just overwhelming, to say the least. It was my first Gen Con ever. It was the largest gaming convention I'd ever been to, and man, the sorcery events were so well attended. Oh, Courtesan, 3 for 3. Unique, solid. The Gen Con packs, not disappointing. Oh man, and all Wave 2, the colors on those are gorgeous. But some of the highlights from the Learn to Plays and the draft events, being able to judge, I think, was such a wonderful experience. Really able to give back to the community and help people to feel comfortable with the game and have fun. It was really cool. I got a chance to teach the TCG player team how to play. So Reduke and some of his team members came up, and I got a chance to teach them how to play. And then Ira jumped in, and it was just so much fun seeing, you know, people interested in the game. Pillar, sweet. Thank you, Ira, for giving me these packs. Incredible. You picked the right ones. Oh, saturation on those, so good. So yeah, you know, shifting to the second day, really just a lot of fun watching people get excited over the game. We had 3 full days of Sorcery there, and the third day was, oh yeah, Rift Valley, I will always take another one of those, was the Constructed Tournament. And this was the large 64-person event where folks from all over the world kind of convene to play Sorcery and see who's going to be the champion. We had some really heavy hitters. Zalem was there. Oh, there's a foil in here. Bruce, who I met and mentioned a couple of times, is there. Fireball, solid. Hane. And it was intense. The matches were really, really good. They were, it was a long day. I ended up bringing a deck that I had kind of homebrewed myself and thought up just how I wanted to do it. Ended up getting 4th place overall. It just was kind of a shock for me. I think that, you know, back to what I mentioned before with qualifying for the Courtesan Cup, when you really put your mind to it and you work really hard, solid backstab. I love the colors on that. And then to see the outcome, and there's another foil in here, be so positive. Siren, solid. It just was so overwhelmingly positive. And to see the support from the community and everyone just having such a fun time, it was incredible. And for placing 4th at Gen Con, I was actually awarded this pack of foil lands. As you can see, this is Wasteland there. These are the new draft lands. A pack of 4, 1 of each. Only handed out, I think, 6 of these. Actually, I think it's 8 for the top 8. And man, it's just so cool. Like, this is such a really cool thing. And we also got the Spellslinger promo for being part of the Gen Con experience, and anyone that went up to the booth and spent some time with the Sorcerer team got it. But just so cool. I really was overwhelmed with how fun it was and how well I was able to do, and just felt so encouraged to want to do more. So that's why I'll open these last 2 alpha packs. We're going to move these back over. Awesome uniques from this set of pulls, and great number of foils. I'm so excited about that. So our first alpha pack, what's going to be in here? I guess the second alpha pack. Death Speaker, solid, nice. We actually got a chance to do an alpha draft at Gen Con, which was so cool. I think our pod had 2 cores and a foil Crusade pulled in it. Oh, there's a foil in here too. I wonder what we got. Let's see. Can't even tell. I think it's Miracle Workers. Yeah, Miracle Workers. Nice. And, you know, the Gen Con experience was just so phenomenal. So thank you, everyone who attended. Thank you to the Sorcery team. Thanks to all of my opponents and the folks that were there. Just incredible sports. To Lucy, too, who got so close to beating me again. She kicked my butt in Illinois. And to see her there and doing so well, just so great. And just thank you to everyone who interacted and made the day so special. Now, these last couple packs, there's 2 packs here, were from our first prized event out here. So special thanks to Kyle, Raz Al Ghul on the Discord for starting to organize local events out here in Michigan. This took place in Detroit at Gatekeeper, which is our local store that we attend pretty regularly. And Kyle really doing an awesome job with some of the other members of the group. Vince, Court, Caleb, James, Jay, Wes. I mean, every single person that comes to the events regularly, Kevin, and has a blast. So I just wanted to save these packs and showcase them here because you've been doing awesome work in building our local community, and it's so fun to be a part of that. So what are we going to have here? Elementalist. Nice. Kyle, I hope you gave me something good. Elementalist is gorgeous, but I want Keystone. Last pack. What's in it? What is in it? The monks. Oh, there's a foil, though. The Albatross, solid. Well, thank you, Kyle, for the packs, for the foil, and the fun. Finally, just one last thing that I'd like to share with you. I'd mentioned Matthias had gifted these to me after our game at the Courtesan Cup, and it was just such an absolute blast. And he was so kind to share this with me that I wanted to keep these here and share them for you. So these are copies of signed prints of each one of his sorcery cards. And I plan on eventually getting these printed out and hung up. And I just wanted to share them with you. It was so much fun getting a chance to talk to him about his process and the experience. I really love his art. I think it is so unique and so cool. So being able to see it in person and talk to him about it, Minor Explosion being one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Incredible work, my friend. Wrath of the Sea as well, for folks that don't really look closely at the card. Look at the detail and the waves up there, and some of the things that you can see. And I wonder what's under the surface of the waters. You can kind of see some shading down there. And then Gnome Hollows, one of my favorite arts for sight. Just so cool. So thank you so much, Matthias, for gifting these to me and for allowing me to share these with the community. And thank every one of you for joining these events. And if you see me at an event and said hi, just know it really made my day. It's been such an honor to be part of this community and been so much fun to watch it grow. I'm so happy I got a chance to share this prize pack opening with you. So in the comments below, why don't you share what your favorite experience was at an event? Did you meet someone that became a friend? Did you have a really good game? Did you get a really cool card like this Amethyst core? Oh, this Amethyst core that I am so happy about. What has your experience been like? What are you looking forward to in Arthurian Legends? Well, if you like this video and you enjoy the content and you want to continue to see me making it, please feel free to like and subscribe, to share this with someone who you think might be interested. And I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to me talk about some of the experiences. I hope that's inspired you to want to get out there and connect with folks that are playing sorcery. Well, thank you again for joining. We really appreciate you taking the time to come to the archives. I'll see you in the contested realms. Root out.